improve your art with Red Giant tools and by doing that, scale and expand your business. This is what the next 45 minutes will be about. This is what we have done in the last couple of years. My name is Michael Frey. I'm the founder of Freystil Media. We serve over 150 customers in 5 countries. We consult with 180 other agencies that also dream about getting better with their art and living their dream and make a living with the art. Hannah here, she was presenting today, and she's a professor, and I guess all your students, they want to make a living one day out of it. And let's be honest, as much as Maxon has to and must sell licenses, we as customers must be able to get a return of investment, make something out of it. And this is why we call this presentation Improve Your Art, Scale Your Business, because, and I want to make that clear, I'm not getting paid from Maxon. We pay our licenses, and I'm happy to do so, because now I can talk about everything that I love or things that I think could be improved, and you can know it's for real. We started out very small in the bedroom of my son. It had, I get emotional because I still remember sitting there and wondering, will I be able to live my dream? It had this PC, and it had one Maxon license on it. And the reason why it has it on it, because I used to make YouTube tutorials with my little son. So as I started my business, from day one, with every product that we ever made at Freystil, every single one of the 2,500 plus videos and films we made has one or other Red Giant tool in it. Every single one of it. And let's be honest, we all dream about the big budgets. We all dream about doing the big stuff. But the reality is, there are a lot of projects that we call daily content that better look great, that better have something that makes the difference. But you have to achieve that in a timely manner with the right tools. And so today, we want to show you in real time how we do it with projects that we have done in the last couple of weeks, just to show you how fast it goes. The goal of this presentation is that you can choose at the end, would there be something good for me? And to show you how you can improve your art and scale your business. This is some stuff we have done in the last couple of weeks or months. We are so busy, we were working like 2 weeks on a row, and we put that together like in the last couple of minutes before we had to come here. And we have 5 things that we want to show you. First of all, how do we improve our overall look of video content with Maxon's Red Giant? And why do we do that? Every day, new content creator businesses pop up, and they try to live their dream. And you have a lot of competitors. So you want to have little things that make the difference, visual and storytelling-wise. And we will show you that. Then we'll show you how you can feel like a colorist by using Red Giant's Colorista. Titles and logo animation. You will never have to buy any title or logo package ever again because of the Universes tool, Red Giant Universe. Then we go into VFX, and at the end, Matti, here on the right side, will show you how fast you can learn it, because let's be honest, if you are an entrepreneur, if you try to sell your content and you have a new tool and you don't know how to use it, you lose revenue. And you have to be able to implement it really fast. At Freystil, our team members get up to 90 minutes a day for personal education. And Matti gets that too, thank you. He's with us for 3.5 weeks. He studied film in Vienna. Film theory. He Did you ever have a camera in your hand before you started with us, Matti?
No, never. Was the first time.
Did you ever work with any kind of editing program or editing software?
No.
No. At the end of this presentation, we will show Matti a clip he has never seen before, and we will ask him to color grade it with Maxon's Red Giant tools to show you what he has learned in that quick time. That said, let's welcome Toby. What's the goal of your presentation, Toby?
The goal is that we look how you can improve the overall quality of your daily content and also improve your storytelling by adding Maxon tools that are very easy for everybody to use. And yeah, we'll just go right into it. So, first of all, here we got a shot. It's already graded in Colorista by Maxon, and this is a shot from a daily shooting. We were at a construction site, and it was a heat wave during that time in Austria, and you can see it's really hot. You can see sweat dripping off of this arm of this guy, and yeah, I mean the shot is okay, but we wanted to make it even a little bit better. And for stuff like that, you just have to browse the Maxon library and you can find a good plugin for every shot. In this case, we found the Heatwave plugin. And
Premiere.
While it's loading, maybe just also to understand storytelling-wise. We had this heat wave. And this clip, I think Enzio recorded it like 10 days ago.
Yeah.
So at the end of the heat wave, it was really hot. So 35 degrees in Salzburg, Austria. And we wanted to show the heatness. Yeah, outside of just showing that it's sunny. Because on top of the video where we showed to support the employer brand, we wanted to make a video where we show that they get fresh food and cold drinks every day. So we started off with this video where we can see them work, followed up by how they get served cold drinks and food, which got a ton of interaction and hundreds of likes on social media.
yeah, so back again. Now you can see it. That's with Heatwave. I will just pull up the intensity a little bit so you can see what the plugin is actually doing. Yeah, that's way too much. We wouldn't use it like that. Just subtle and easy. You can play around with the settings, or most of the time we just go in here, choose a preset. And for every plugin there are so many presets. You can hover over here, take the preview that you like the most, and boom, you got it. Play around with the settings, you can tweak them if you want. And that's it. And here you can see, you can feel the heat. It makes a really big difference in the shot. And yeah, that's just small details that enhances.
And it's not like we use Heatwave every other day. I asked Toby, how often did we use it in the last couple of years? I don't know, he said like, I don't know, once or twice every second month. But if you need it, it's there. And I think a big learning that Toby just showed you was like, there's a preset for almost everything. We saw some crazy creative things in the last 2 days here. But a lot of time as a content creator, you just need some basic stuff that you can tweak around, right? So, and that's the great thing with the Red Giant tools.
Yeah, here's another example for Heatwave. This is without. Great shot, already graded in Colorista. But yeah, I mean, you can still improve it. Here again, just Heatwave, tweak the settings a little bit, and it just feels hot now. You can really feel it, and it tells the story just a little bit better.
Yes. And about the next picture, I want to tell you a story. Everybody that has ever worked with a customer in the creative department knows how it goes. Hello, Michael. Hello. We would have a great job for you. And I think, oh, yes, fantastic. And then when? And they say, tomorrow. I say, what do you mean tomorrow? Tomorrow, please make a trailer. And we have this beautiful island in the middle of a lake called Chiemsee in Upper Bavaria. And and we want a trailer for an event and make it sunny. And then it was raining all day long. So what do? We need a sunny day. I mean, we cannot work with that, and we cannot, maybe Maxon one day will help us stop the rain. And actually, they already did. Toby.
Yes, so this shot was a little bit tricky, but no problem with Maxon tools. Here we just added colorista, some multiple masks, like one mask in the foreground for the water, make it a little bit more blue, one on the island, one on the background. Easy as that. And now here comes the fun part. So we put on, first of all, Shrink Ray. It's a cool plugin. Just, again, choose a preset, put it on. Easy. In this case, this makes just the middle part that you can choose in focus. The rest is going to be out of focus. You can play around with the settings. We keyframed it here a little bit because the drone is going forward. Yeah, and so we got the mountains in the background blurry. Just gives a much higher quality look in the first place. And then second thing we added is the null light factory. And I mean, this is craziest flare plugin you can use. There's so much presets, and we use it on basically every shot.
And you also see how great partners Maxon has. John Knoll, he invented Photoshop with his brother. He's now working at Industrial Light and Magic, one of the supervisors for Star Wars and everything. And Maxon Red Giant has one of his products in the suite. And yes.
Yeah, so this plugin alone is worth the whole suite. But yeah, you can choose any plugin you want. Example, you like this flare. And then the best thing is you can remove and add parts to it. Like if there's some flare components, you can give them another color. And whatever, you can do anything with that. Hit OK, and you got the flare, and yeah, it makes the shot so much better. Then after that we added another instance of colorista to warm the picture up a little bit, and then we used looks to have just a simple gradient in the foreground and some pop on the waves. You probably can't see it from here now.
Here it's a little bit bright. I think on the live stream you can see it better. It really has the orangey look. But if we compare, like the shot that we got with the Mavic 3 Cine raw footage, and so we were able to pull out that. So the customer was happy, and we saved the day once again with Red Giant. And as Toby said, I sometimes just have to take care that they don't get too crazy with the light flares, because this is really the most beloved tool that we use. And maybe I can show you just another example of Shrink Ray, what it does, because that is a perfect example how you can take a generic shot and make it look totally different and give that little spicy extra that your customer wants, that you will need to get some extra money. And we talk about improve your art and scale your business. And what we mean by that is, what I often see is the content creators, they say, okay, the customer says, make me this film, and they go out and make this film. We take the possibilities that we have with Red Giant and say, okay, we have this crazy cool shot now. I think here, is this already on it?
Yeah.
If you can see, it's a regular drone shot, and it looks like little Lego houses, and this is what Shrink Ray does, perfect for concerts, for wider shots. And so we make a video banner, video header in English, and can sell that on top. And that's what we mean with scaling your business. Because we just don't have a drone shot. We say, hey, we could make something really cool for the video header that has a smaller, how do you say, it's not as bright, and it looks great on the website of the customers. Okay, we want to explain something to it?
No, it's basically the same thing. Shrink Ray, just play around with the settings. It's so easy and intuitive. Yeah, I love it. Some more examples here in this shot. We got somebody working here with a lot of sparks. Already looking good, but we also can enhance this with some edge glow, for example, so we can get that extra pop and just an instant of glow from the Universe Suite. Yeah, just.
And again, if I'm allowed to explain, so edge glow, then the inner glow. We use that a lot, things like that, all the Red Giant tools for recruiting campaigns. A lot of people are looking to hire people. And you see every time the same movies. We always try to do something a little bit more crazy, a little bit more poppy, and the results are great. Like we looked for an Azubi, we say in Germany, a Lehrling in Deutsch, a trainee on the job, and we got 44 applications with this spot when it was done.
Exactly. So here we made a spot of this guy. The idea was to show their personal hobbies. And yeah, so this guy liked to play guitar. And yeah, we already got that cool shot, but to make it stand out a little bit more and just have that extra thing where people stop scrolling when they see it, we thought we have to add something more, something special, and that also fits to the electrician company. And so we browsed through the plugins, and yeah, the thing that stuck with us was Electrify. It's basically just this electrifying texture-ish thing. And again, just going to the presets, and yeah, as you can see, you can make it like flamey, sparkling things to some electro pulse, I don't know how to call them. And yeah, we just chose one that we liked, and I made a rough mask around his guitar and keyframed that. And with that effect on, we got the shot, that extra special feeling that we needed.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have this electrician that looks for electricians, and we want to start with something more cool. And we have Red Giant, and with Electrify, I mean, I told you I started off with YouTube films with my son. It took us hours to pull something like that off, 2007, 2008. And now it's just drag and drop. And of course, you can twitch it. You have the presets, but you can adapt it the way you want.
Yeah, but
Thank
it's
you.
like 5 minutes.
How long did you work on it?
5 minutes probably, and that's with all the plugins. It's just so easy and quick. That's why we love them.
Yeah. And that's something people look at and say, oh, okay, what's that? Yeah, it's just an eye catcher. And I think that's really great as a content creator to have. Toby, you'll be back with VFX in a minute. Say hello to Enzio. Enzio directed a very successful TV spot for Kia, but he's also a great Freystil colorist. He loves working with color, and something that made it really easy is Colorista. What's the goal of your presentation?
Exactly. Okay, so we got the color-corrected picture here, and I'm just gonna dive right into Colorista, which is just for color grading, and it's really easy, intuitive, and also very powerful. You don't have to be a colorist to use it, but you sure do feel like one after using it a few times. So I'm just gonna go through it real quick just to showcase. I mean, the picture is already pretty well balanced. You know, it's corrected. But if I want to go in here, I have the freeway color wheels. I can go in here and just go into the midtones, go into the shadows. Just get a little detail here. Always have an eye on the lumetri scopes. Maybe we want to go down a little bit with the highlights here. And we just
Don't just show what you do. Explain why this tool is so great for us and how it helped us. Because the color game was always a tough thing
Oh, yeah.
for us. And it's a tough thing for many creators that start out. So why is it easy to use? Let's talk about that.
Well, first you just work. Basically, you just work your way down. You know, it's
Yeah, you have one panel and you work your way down. It's to me, it's like we use that in Premiere and in Final Cut. It's a little bit like Da Vinci within Premiere Pro. It's like Da Vinci within Final Cut. You have everything you need actually, and it makes you so quick and so much better.
And you can even, you know, if you're not comfortable with grading or just getting the right picture, you can even have the guided color correction, which just guides you through the whole process. So that's also very nice. And you know, times with the LUT times where you just put on like a random LUT, these, I don't know, it's...
They're gone. They're gone. So we never put any LUT on anything. We just take Colorista and go clip per clip because it goes so fast, honestly. And yes.
Exactly. So yeah, you can, you know, you have your basic settings here: temperature, tint, exposure, global contrast. If I want to have, you always want to have a nice highlight roll off, so I can increase it a little. I mean, this shot's already pretty good. I can come in here and say, okay, this guy's, you know, he's a little too orangey, so I just go in here and, you know, just drag it to the right, and you can see immediately how the image changes. And I can also say, okay, I want to decrease the saturation a little bit. I can darken the orange tones a little bit, you know, just to...
So you have the saturation and you have the luminance.
Exactly.
And what is really interesting is when you dialed back the saturation, of course, the lips went less saturated too. And there is a great tool within Colorista.
Exactly. So saturation EQ, it's many people just go over it and don't really know what it is, but
So it's the best. It's the best. Have you ever worked with it? It's so great. That's the tool that we mainly do skin with. It's really fantastic.
yeah, you know, you can come in here and just, you know, clean up the blacks, the shadows. Just come in here, and as you can see, if I turn it up all the way, it has like a reddish tone in the shadows. But if I go all the way down, you know, it's really, you get the black you want.
Yes.
And it looks more cinematic, and also with the highlights. Those three regulators, 2 to 4, that's just for, you know, skin tones, or you can increase.
So it's saturation
Exactly.
versus saturation,
Totally.
lume versus saturation, and if you just try it, you'll know within like 1 hour which equalizer does which color, and you get a feeling for it, and that's really fantastic.
Exactly. Highlight region is also a very, very nice tool to have. You know, if you have a window in your shot and it's, you know, you didn't expose it correctly, you can just come in here and turn off or turn down the highlight region, so it just, you know, targets the
Highlights and shadow regions is so great. Maybe we can show it in another picture. You have a drone shot of the trees and it's too dark. You don't see any branches anymore. You go in the shadow regions, open them up, and suddenly all the branches are there again. So I really think that this is a tool that every content video creator should use working within Premiere Pro or Final Cut. It made us at least so much better.
And it's just so intuitive, you know. You can really just read it the first time and exactly know what each regulator does. Okay, next up, Cosmo is our... Well, we use it mainly for just digital retouching. You know, if the mask wasn't that great on the guy, or he started sweating, or she started sweating, I just come in here, and it just, you know, it refines and smoothens the skin.
It's digital makeup.
Yeah, exactly.
And that is so fantastic.
You know, it just takes a little I can turn on the selection, so I can, choose what I want. I only want his face. I come in here, selection offset, and I can even, just draw a mask around it to have it right the way we want it. For guys, you just want to have you want to preserve detail, you want to preserve contrast, and you also want to sharpen the texture, just to have the detail and information in his beard. For ladies, you would want to turn it.
Yeah, again,
Turn
the
it down.
preset usually works great with the ladies. With the man, they would be too smooth in the face. So you get back the contrast, you get back the details, the beard, but still the skin looks so much smoother. Yes.
Exactly. Next up is looks, which is probably my favorite. You probably saw it already. Just gonna turn it on here. It's just great because you have so many presets to choose from, to get a starting point, and but you can also tweak it by yourself. So you can go in there and say, okay, my lens vignette, I wanna turn it up a notch. I wanna draw the attention more to him. So I'm just gonna.
So
make it a little-
Lux has presets, like 100 plus presets, LUTs. Again, you will never have to buy a LUT again. No, you will make your own LUTs. So you get the LUTs, but you can change things. And you change it with the toolbox. Or you don't use a LUT and just use the toolbox and make something on your own. We use the toolbox, Enzio, for what? Here in this, for example, here.
Well, in this case, I just put on some optical diffusion because I think it just, it gives the image just the little touch that it needs. It's always the subtle changes. I can come in here, put on some edge softness to draw the attention more to him. I can, crank it up. You see what it does, just to give it a little more blurriness in the background.
So
Crank it up.
we don't have this like 80,000 euro budget, but we still want to make it look nice. And we do that frame clip by clip with every single clip at Freystil. And he's doing it slow now, but in real time, it takes him, how long would such a clip take, Enzio?
I don't know. Not so long. It's
3 to 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Or? Yeah,
yeah.
probably.
No, you have your workflow. You know what works. You know what doesn't work.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to the next clip.
Yeah. So what we always put on our films in the end is universe finisher, and it just. I'm just gonna show you what it does.
So this is a clip that the guys did like a week ago on the Saturday. A new customer asked us to film a sunset at the mountain, and we had 3 cameras set up there. And of course, it was dark, and it can get a little bit greasy, so you want to sharpen it up. And again, there is a tool. There's so many times people come up to us and say, why is your footage so sharp? And when the water is cooking, and why does it bubble so cool? Because of Red Giant's Universe Finisher.
Exactly. So as you can see right here, this is probably too much, but as I go down and increase, you can see just, it adds a little contrast, detail, you get the sharpness you want. I don't want to have it peak in. I don't want the white lines, so I just probably go down a little bit. And it just finishes off your picture, like the name of the plugin, obviously. Yeah, so I'm just gonna move on because we're tight with time. The next up is I want to show you the plugin Film, and it just emulates a film basically. So I want to just cool off. I just want to cool off the shadows a little bit, and just to give it just give it an overall more cinematic look. So just come in here, and as you can see, instantly, it instantly changes the mood of the picture. I can also come in here and choose from different negative stocks, and also choose different print stocks. I just come in here and choose what I like.
Maybe you want to explain what it does.
Well, I'm not a colorist, so I don't know what it does exactly. But in this case, it just cools off the shadows.
No, but it's a film emulation, yes. So
That's what
and a lot of people talk about why or how do we make footage look cinematic. It's not the gimbal, it's not the camera, it's not the lens alone. It's everything together, and of course, a lot is how we treat that footage. And with this film plug-in from Red Giant, Bullet Looks, Magic Bullet Looks, you can pretend that you filmed it with classic Kodak film, for example. Yes?
Exactly. Yeah. That was color grading.
Yes, thank you very
Exactly.
much. Brings us to the next point, which is really important, which also Enzio will do. So every content creator, every single day will use or need a title, a logo animation, a lower third. What is your name, sir? Huh? Ahmed, where are you from? Ahmed from India. Ahmed from India, that's cool. Huh? Huh? Ahmed from India. Yeah? And then we would say Ahmed in last name, Ahmed Shetty on just a lower third. And we need that every single day. And I still remember, I have to be honest, as we used Red Giant at the beginning, we didn't even realize how easy it would be to make lower thirds. So I bought title packages, and you go into After Effects, and then you export it, but you need it vertical, horizontal, one-to-one. Oh my God, it doesn't work there. You don't need it. Red Giant has the tool in Red Giant's universe. Please, Enzio.
Exactly. I'm just gonna play that real quick to show off. I want to have a lower third for this guy. I just come in here, choose a preset, and it's just great because you can choose from so many different styles, and there's probably one or many more that suits you or that you like. As you can see, you can hover over it and just get a little preview of it.
And can you change the colors and the font?
Yeah, exactly. You can just come in here and edit text, or basically you can tweak it the way you like. You see, the settings are pretty, well, there are a lot of settings.
Yes. And I think you made some versions and you can show them.
Yeah, exactly.
And
So
the thing is, yesterday we saw some great title animation from Maxon, from Alex, and from Max. And that was fantastic. And we got some ideas that we will take home. But the truth is also that a lot of time the customer just wants a plain lower third, a plain simple logo, but in their colors, in their style. And you will find that, you can tweak that, and that makes it so great to work with Red Giant for us as a business.
exactly. So next up, where is it? Here. Next up is we call it video bullet points.
Yes, it's something that Enzio came up with. So, as a multi-channel content agency, everything we do is about strategy and planning. And we found out, sir, may I ask you, what do you think? How much of a text, how many percentage of a text is read on a website? What would you say? How much of the text? Excuse me? 20%? What would you say? 5%. It's actually between 6 and 16%. And we know if we put a picture every 60 to 80 words, people will remember the text for 3 days. If you don't have a picture, they will remember it for 1 day. If we have something moving, up to 5 days. Not the whole text, but I read something, I saw something. And at a time where everybody wants to go into digital communication, every business, it's important to know that. And again, we use this knowledge and the Red Giant tools to scale our business by inventing new products that serve these facts. And Enzio came up with the idea and said, what if we don't do so many headlines anymore on our websites that we produce, but we make something I call, ta-da, he calls it, was his saying, video bullet points. So we show a little picture, the moving part that keeps you reminded, and then just a call out, like he will show you. And again, we need footage, we need the color grading, and we need the titles. Please.
Exactly. As you can see, we usually put in 2 pictures, then the text, or text and 2 pictures, and it just loops. And I don't want to have a boring text just pop out. I want it to have a cool animation, or just more appealing. So you just come in here and you use logo motion, and it's really easy. You can also choose a preset, of course. And okay, for example, I'm gonna say I want it to have well, you can see it can enter from the bottom, it can enter from the left, from the right.
Take one, show us.
I'm just gonna take the enter exit top, and then as you can see, easy as that. It's already animated and
it's
ready
nothing
to
too
use.
fancy, but it goes really fast.
Exactly.
And we have to do that to be able to pull off great content quick without going insane because we cannot finish it. Yes? These videos, those video bullet points, on a website, they run in a loop, and so you always have the eye catcher.
Exactly. If you want to animate different words and not the whole sentence, you can come in and use typecast. As you can see, every single word just pops up. Usually you would have to make a layer for each one of them and just animate them separately, but this way you can just come in there and target each word separately. It's also really nice, very subtle animation. I like it. That was for our Kia shoot. And next up, if you have a logo or anything for a company or whatever, you can also animate it really easy and quick. Also with presets. You just come in here. I'm going to show you how that looks.
And what's interesting, like this customer, for example, they just wanted plain and simple, maybe a little bit animation, but they didn't want anything more. And we didn't have to do a lot, then just go through some presets and then tweak them a little bit, and they are happy. Again, to us, Red Giant is a tool that we can use every single day in every single product, and that's what it makes so great for us.
Exactly, and you always have the same animation if you choose this preset. Otherwise, I would have to go in, make keyframes, and ease in, ease out. And the next project is, you would have to go into the old project, copy the keyframes, come in there, paste them. So that's just a lot easier. Exactly. I think.
We're coming to the next point. That was it for Enzio.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I'm very grateful.
Thank you.
He's very diligent. Freystil, we believe in entrepreneurs. No, we are not done yet, but you, of course, can leave, sir. But I will write down your name, and I know that the name of your friend already. We are not completely done yet. Maybe I gave the wrong signal, but so we believe in entrepreneurs. that the team members share in their success. As we said before, they get up to 90 minutes a day, or 90 minutes every day as we have any kind of time. Enzio just got 10% of Freystil, and Toby also, because I think we have to share the success, make everyone happy. And that's just the way Freystil tries to do it. So Toby will show you something that every filmmaker dreams about, doing films with video effects. And VFX is a great thing that Red Giant gives you. You have a whole suite dedicated to it. What is the goal with this presentation now?
Yes, I want to bring the VFX a little bit closer to the people that maybe don't want to get into it. With Maxon plugins, you can do it with proper quality and pretty easy. You don't have too much knowledge about it can make really cool shots with it. So let's start with this one. This is the final product. It was for a customer, and we did some green screen stuff and compositing. Yeah, so that's the money shot. Yeah. So what we did here is just recorded all of the shots in front of a green screen. Not perfectly lit, but no problem. We put on the primate keyer. This is all, we did this in After Effects, so I can't show you the settings here, but you get it. These are all the steps. So yeah, putting on primate keyer first. You just have to auto-define key and it's almost perfect. Then after that, tweak some settings and you're done. Yeah, so that's how we keyed it. After that, we put some background behind. But yeah, as you can see, it's not perfect. You can see it's a virtual background, and yeah, we don't want that, obviously. So we took Supercomp, and that's an awesome plugin. You can do stuff like light wrap around the edges of your object, and yeah, so much more. I won't get into the details here, but it's awesome. And as you can see, before and after, it looks so much more real and natural in this case.
And it has great things like light wrap. That means the light from the background picture wraps around the body, makes it look so natural. To every content creator out there that tries to do compositing, use Supercomp. That is really a tool that you want to try out. It's part of what Red Giant offers. And I want to point to the model on the left side, which looks very similar to Toby, who did a great job that they...
Yeah. Yeah, so as you can see, all these shots are green screen, same procedure. Yeah, and also the window is replaced with, it was just a stock photo background, and then we got some stock video of the sky. And
you play it, that you can see that the grass is moving.
Yeah, and that's all super comp. Yeah.
And that just little things. Honestly, I get calls from customers, new customers say, please help me. I talked to this young freelancer who had a great idea, but he couldn't pull it off. Can you fix it? And so sometimes young people, they say, okay, I have this idea, let's try it in their vision. It looks like Indiana Jones, but they don't get it right because it's so hard. Using tools with Red Giants and having the presets, but then also tweaking it around will help you achieve your goal way, way faster. Yes?
Yes. Okay, next up we got another shot. This is the final shot again. It's just of the electrician customer we talked before. And yeah, we just wanted to have a cool shot for the video header on the website. And yeah, the starting shot was that. So yeah, you can see the sky. It's not really beautiful. And yeah, same stuff again. We used primate keyer to key out the sky. And it's really just 3 mouse clicks and 2 minutes and you're done. It's really handy. And yeah, then we put in the background and tracked it a bit. And I mean, looks already good, but you can see it on the edges and it's still not there. So we had a little bit to go. Also, I added some particular effects from Trapcode Particular. I enhanced this here a little bit, so you can see it. It's just a preset from Trapcode Particular. It's called Leaves or something, and yeah, it's just basically particles of falling leaves. And if you put that all together with SuperComp, you can see the final product. You can see here the edges. The light from the background is wrapping around the edges and it sells the whole thing even more. And yeah, you can see here are the leaves coming in from Particular. It's really subtle. I don't know if you can even tell, but yeah, those little details just sell the whole
And isn't it
product.
great that my creators have, even though they do so many films, and this is a smaller customer, as you can tell probably, and this is an example how we scale the business with Red Giant, because before that we would have just said, okay, we make this one movie for your business. Now we say, hey, we could make a clip of the sunset of your entrance of your business, put it on the website under contact, and then you have something moving and you have things, it looks nicer. And your customer loves it and takes it. And those tools helped us pull that off. It's a win-win for both sides. And I think that was VFX, right?
We got one more.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
So we did this spot for Samsung, and yeah, we sent it to them, and they were like, "Hey, that's the old logo on there. Can you change it to the new logo?" And we were like, "Obviously, yes, easy." There's a tool called Spot Clone Tracker. I won't show it to you right now. It's After Effects again, but it's really easy. You just pick your spot that you want to remove and pick another spot that should fill that removed space. And you can track it by one click. It's really easy. You can play around with the settings. But yeah, in this case, it worked perfectly fine. You can see we removed the logo, and this took like 5 minutes. And then with another Red Giant tool, the Kingpin Tracker, also great. We just took the new logo and tracked it in here, and this plugin is like also, yeah, changing the size of the logo that it fits, and you can corner pin it. Yeah.
And it's really so simple. Drag and drop which spot should be cloned, what you want to have there. And it's every single tool that we showed you so far is within the Red Giant suite. Every single one of it. And that's why we use it and used it in 2,500 plus films. I know we sound like fanboys because we are. It helps us, and thank you very much, dear Maxon team members, for helping us. So, and also with the spot clone tracker, we once made a whole field full of snow. You can really do a lot of great things. At the end, I want to show you with Matti something, and that is how fast you can learn it. As I've said before, when you implement a new software, lady, you told me that you're working on Cinema 4D, which is very in-depth. Hannah is a great teacher here, for example. But it takes a long time, yes? It's a very, very great tool, and you have to learn it a lot. Of course, with filmmaking, there's a lot to learn. And to be honest, Red Giant can do so many more things that we showed you, but we wanted to show you that it's fast, that you can learn it fast. So I told you Matti started 3.5 weeks ago. He never ever did anything post-production wise. Let's dive right into it. We gave him the shot. He has never seen it, and I because we had one micro less, I will just. So we just said we'll put on Colorista. This is the tool that we always use. So what is he doing now? Let's look at it. 3.5 weeks ago. What is it working?
I think, yeah, but the
Oh.
sound, you know.
So I think I have to come over there to see it also, what he's doing. So, Matti. So we use Lumetri scopes to see what's doing. So he's changing the highlights, the midtones. Again, it's very bright here, but he's doing that. You can see that on the 4K screen of the laptop. He's going onto the temperature to make it even look warmer. Again, 3.5 weeks ago, he never even touched something like this. What are you doing now? Tint, okay? Because we teach when you have a sunset, yellow, and put a little bit red in it, it looks more sexy. And what are you doing? Exposure, he's trying. Does he have to do something? He keeps it or not. A little bit brighter, okay. Then he's... So... No, he keeps it like that. Great. Then what's next? He's just giving a little bit of contrast. I like that because we also tell him if you do too much of a contrast, it could get too dark and not be real. So yes, saturate it a little bit. And again, I would say if you use Red Giant for the first time, it will take about 1 to 2 hours per tool that you can use it for your products. Start using it. And that is really fast, right? So that's a good thing. Matti, how long did we explain the tool before we let you practice it?
Hello? Oh, no. It was maybe about 40 minutes, something like that.
40 minutes, and then everything was explained, and now try it. We give him like 10 clips, and then we help him go over it and come back to him. Okay, let's go. So, yes, that's what we always teach. You know, turning down the blacks to have clean blacks. And you can tell, again, it's a new team member who can pull off a color grading after a couple of weeks. Is there... Yes. He is working with Lumetri scopes, tries to make sure that the shadows are not below 0. He's lifting it up a little bit below 10. What I've seen, if you take young team members and give them time to explore their talents, you will have them really fast increase their knowledge, but also their artistry, and that is something very beautiful to see. He doesn't stop there, as I see. I said he can do what he wants. He didn't know what he's getting, but he can use the tools that he wants, and he takes no light factory. I think we've shown that to you before at the beginning with the lake where it was raining. So he's putting the light flare there. Let's see what he's doing. And he's using a preset again. Again, you start out new. You know where the tool is. You use the one that you need, and then you get into the preset and have such a big variety. And that is a great example here. Matti, let's get out of the thing now. I think it was shown pretty good because I would like to show you one last thing before we finish it off. And this is, what would you do now if we wouldn't finish it off here? Would you still do something to this picture?
Yeah, I would add in the finisher.
Oh, the finisher. Come on,
Just to
put the
add some
finisher on top of
clarity.
it. Put the finisher on top of it. Again, finisher is such a great tool. I mean, if you don't do content creation, you don't know it because you think, okay, but a lot of people struggle at the end that the picture really has the sharpness, the crunchiness. And here is where the finisher comes right in. You don't want to overdo it, but yes. Matti, let's jump to the next clip, which is our final clip that we are going to show you. And this is something, I think we want to do the basic color settings, right?
Just failing right now. Premiere. Yeah.
So, and again, there is a tool that helps you very much, and that is a color remapping. So at this shooting, the customer said they have like red colors and they want to have a product video with white and red. And then the boss said, you know what? But the shooting was done already. They said, this heater can also cool, can also do air conditioning. Let's make it blue also. And we said, well, we didn't shoot it in blue, but who cares? Red Giant comes into play, and the color remapper. And again, Matti, who's with us for 3.5 weeks, he can do it. So you can remap colors. That is something I was dreaming about a couple of years ago. I had no idea how easy that would be one day. Just take a color. This is red now. So we are in the looks, in Red Giant looks, where you have LUTs, or you have the toolbox that we explained. He's taking the red, he's just color picking it, and tells it which color it's supposed to be. And we say blue. And of course, there's still some red in the shadow, so he just goes there and picks it and makes that also blue. And actually, I know you could do it much better, but we are pretty much done. Thanks to Red Giant. And if you say okay now, and then toggle it off and on, when we edited the video, we had like red. It was turning, and then it was getting blue. And it was just done within seconds. And now by somebody that works with us for 3.5 weeks. Thank you, Matti. Thank you, Freystil Squad. I also want to thank the whole Maxon team, wherever you are, wherever you sit out there, and you work hard every day. You help us so much, and I really want to thank you. Our journey continues. If you want to follow us, wherever you are now, it's Freystil Media on all kind of media. We are happy to see you. Take care, and keep up the good work. Bye.